My darling, you know I'm very fond of you, right? Good. I have a very important question. Honey, look at me. Please pay attention. Thank you. Now, would you still love me if I was a parasite? Of course I'm serious. I wouldn't ask such a question if I weren't serious. Darling, please answer. Does it really matter what kind? I wish to be closer to you. As close as one can possibly be. If I were a parasite, I think I could get awfully close. Maybe even burrow under your skin. Wouldn't that be delightful? Darling, your reactions are always so funny. So, would you love me? Would you take good care of me? Allow me to feast upon you, if needed. If I were a parasite, it'd be required. You're hesitant, my darling. If you were a parasite, I would provide you with anything you needed. Of course I would. I want you to survive, after all. I truly believe you're my one and only. If you were a parasite, I would make sure you were cozy. I hope my flesh is not too cold for your comfort. If you were a parasite. Sadly, we are not. We're only mortals, bound by flesh and bone. Maybe in another life, we could both be parasites. We could not feast upon one another, though. Well, probably depends. I only ask out of curiosity. Why would there need to be a reason? Well, as I stated, I've grown very fond of you. I love you, my darling. I just want to know how much you love me. Well, if there's a chance you don't love me, then we have nothing to do with one another. And you would have to leave. Out the front door. No longer welcomed into my home. But you do love me, don't you? And this love, how much would you say you have for me? Good. This love, it's a newer experience. Not to say I haven't felt love before. Love for all things wicked, spooky, creepy crawlies. But this type of love is new. And I like it. I just want to make sure you're madly in love with me. to the point where if something were to happen, you would be there for me. No, I'm not saying anything is going to happen. Life is full of many obstacles, and with obstacles, sometimes people fall. If I were to fall, I'd want you to be there, caring for me, doing my deeds, my chores, until I were better. That's the kind of love I'm looking for. Even if it's out of your comfort zone, you would do it for me. I've only seen that kind of love in movies. Like that one spooky family. I've always wanted a life like theirs. And with you, I'm one step closer to achieving my dreams. Sometimes I wish I were a parasite. It would make these emotions so much easier to bear. I'm glad I'm human, though. I'm glad I get to love you forever. Unless you decide you no longer love me, then of course, we'd have to break up. I think that's the scariest thing of all. Well, I've never experienced love like this. It would hurt. And it's not a pain I'm looking forward to. I don't think it'll happen, though. You seem very honest, very trustworthy. And we've been together for a while now. Now I can be more open, more comfortable with you. I've shown you the basement, my collections, but now I can show you the attic. Of course, you didn't know I even had one. I keep it hidden, just in case friends don't understand. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's nothing terrible. Just a little too, well, spooky. If you thought the basement was terrifying, just wait until you see the attic. No, nothing living up there. No, nothing that once lived is up there. At least to my knowledge. It's been a while since I've cleaned up there. There might be a moth or two. Maybe they succumbed to the eternal sleep. We won't know until we go up there. You love me? That's wonderful. Let's go. Oh, to the attic, my darling. Oh, I apologize. I did not consider your feelings in the matter. If you're not ready, I can be patient. I'm a very patient person. Of course I am. Look at me, awaiting my eternal slumber. I think I'm being very patient. So if you're not ready to go into the attic, we can do what you want to do. Tell me, darling, is there anything you want to do? Oh, yes, we can go out for ice cream. That would be most wonderful. Very romantic. I shall get ready. We shall get ice cream, and in due time, you'll see what's in the attic. Wait here, my love. I won't be long.